Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, today Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Manning. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. In motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to pass, it's Rivero. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Terrapins line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Caught, close to the marker, it's Webb. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Terrapins are marching down the field. To keep it in the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll give it to the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Gulbranson. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's got him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Reads it, fires complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
3rd and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here, and how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration, now setting up 4th down.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
That's a really nice play on second down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Rivero. Fires to the tight end. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
To the air on second down. Makes a connection. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Maryland!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They'll run the screen.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open on the left. Quick step and go. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looking for a man. It's Rivero. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Turner. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got thrilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Gulbranson. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the returner will be brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Got a man. It's Manning. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Rivero. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, and not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
The short hands, it's Selden. Still on his feet. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Manning. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Rivero. Fires to the wideout. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half's winding down.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole 1st half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Terrapins will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spin it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback is...
breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank.
Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Kitchings. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Davis. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Off the RPO, complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Rivero. Finds his big tie there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
This time on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Kitchings. Right on the money. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinal!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Loose in the middle. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Stanford wants to push the pace. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game. If you're trailing right now, you've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Quarterback making checks. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Kitchings. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. He works it inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. That's where they'll spot it. Short of the first down, now a decision to be made. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Stanford! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. Well, this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
They want to throw it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Terrapins! He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Stanford quickly to the line. To the air, it's Kitchings. Flips it out in the flat. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He uncorks one deep. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
The field goal is no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air. It's Kitchings. They get to him as he throws.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here. But if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Moving away from pressure. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Stanford! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Up by one, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Looking for a man. It's Kitchings. Pass is incomplete. No good on the two-point conversion. They tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by one. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Turner. A pickup of 10 before he's out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Out of bounds to stop the clock. Not enough for the first down, but he did pick up 9.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Bring in the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Rivero. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And how about that for a capper? The likely game winner in the waning moments. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. They'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the steps. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays. And
I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.